Hello everyone and welcome back to Bladesong. Okay, so we have 8 points for today. We have managed to get Clodo to follow us back home. Unfortunately, well, you have to see the last episode to find out why. And right now we are working towards freeing Caswin. And hopefully, maybe we can talk to Lucas how his plans to bring in a chef is coming along. But first, we have to do some jobs, so let's take a look. We can do one job, Thomas or Joshan. So Joshan is a regular job, Thomas the same. Okay, which one will give us the most money? 125, 70. Extra gold would be nice. Unfortunately, we cannot do Brian or Tobias. Tobias would have been nice. What about Brian? A mystery reward. But not enough points, so whatever. Let's go ahead and do... I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's do Joshan's request. He is looking for a sword to gift to his grandson. Alright, so we need walnut brown. We do have that one, right? We do not. That's a shame. Okay, we cannot do this one. Thomas, we can do his request at least. Okay, fine, let's do this one. Ooh, that is a wide blade to say the least. But he's asking for a blade that is very, very heavy. In fact, right now it is not heavy enough. Maybe if we add the handle, it will be heavy enough. Let's take a look. So he's not asking for any specific parts. Let's go with this one. Sure. Okay, it is now heavy enough. So that's great. Next up, the handle. That's fine. And next, the pommel. Yeah, sure. Let's use the ring for the pommel. Now, it is not speedy enough. It needs to be a bit faster. I think we can bring down the length a little bit. Oh, let's look at the thickness first. Oh, finally. Managed to make it work. I managed to save on 5 pieces of steel and everything appears to be satisfied. Just barely. It looks a bit goofy, but you know what? It will do. Okay, what do we name this one? Okay, let's call it the weird one, because it is quite weird. If it wasn't for the weight, it would have been a lot easier. But let's go for it. Alright, we are completely out of... Okay, we have 2 points left. Let's quickly go ahead and... we need a lot more steel. Fine. Break these down, that's 11 and 1 horseshoe. That was 7. We have 23 steel. Would be better, but now we are building up the money. Hopefully we can do some kind of a job that will free up Keswin. But maybe we need to, well, pay the full amount, which means we need to save some money. Anyways, let's go ahead and pay a visit to Lucas tonight. Yeah, there we go. First, let's buy some food. I want to make sure that we are well fed. Let me see. Maybe approach the wagons first. Any idea what happened to Tessan Falber, the previous swordsmith? What's in the boxes? Okay, ore. Who does Eren Keep trade with? Warlords and nomads. Okay, then let me take a look. Let's just go and talk to Lucas. Let's see what the deal is. Have you figured out how to get Chef into the city? Also, ask for help regarding Keswin's predicament at the tannery. Let's ask about Chef first. I tried calling in favors, but the martial orders are strict. No one is allowed. Okay, interesting. We only have one option apparently, and he's asking if he can trust us. Of course. I am going to contact the Moth. She is the ringleader of a smuggling band who can get almost anything across the wall. Contraband, yes, but also people. She is a dangerous woman, but she follows a glint of gold, and I am willing to put down a lot of coin to rescue my niece. Can you accompany me? Tell me more about this mod first. Okay, let's try to see what the deal is. Okay, he apparently needs some time. Please tell me... Okay, he's leaving. Fine, we can't talk to him about Keswin tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Let's see what we have in store for today. First things first, as usual, feed the dog and pet him, and then we can get to work. So we have 10 action points. Let's see what we have. We can do Senna's job for 10 points, or we have Robin for 5 and Iago for 6. So Iago is back. Is the return of Iago, the scrawny warrior with an unsettling fondness for blades. He wears a sword at his hip. Right. He would give us a leather bag for some extra money, which would be nice in these circumstances. What about the crow? A mystery reward. Let me see. A crow pushes through your door backwards, dragging a heavy sack across your workshop floor. There is spine wasps making nests out the town. Okay. I don't like the sound of that. Damn bugs killed my last crew. Okay, I mean, I suppose we might as well. This mystery reward is intriguing. 10 points. Basically, we can only do one of these guys anyways. Ramin would give us a bit more money, but she will give us a lot more XP and some standing with the crows. Iago would be good for money, but this one has me intrigued, so let's go with the crow. What's in the sack? My old crew. What the hell? No, I don't want a bunch of human bones. Why didn't you just bury them? What? Sell them. Okay, He seems a little bit crazy, to be honest. I am starting to feel a little bit more iffy about this job, if I'm completely honest. She is a little bit too opportunistic. Nest of spine wasps, yes. I don't know. Now she is rubbing me the wrong way, so I don't think I will. Let's just go with Iago for the extra money. So he's asking for a sharp, mobile, impactful sword with very specific length, weight and balance. One-handed, narrow point. Yeah, we can do this one. And we will have 4 points left to break stuff down as well. Let's go for it. Once again, needs to be very, very heavy. I think if we make it a bit wider, that should take care of that. Okay, so far so good. Now we need a single-handed hilt. Seems a little bit weird. This looks like more like a two-handed sword blade, but he is only asking for a single-hander, so who am I to argue? Okay then. Well, needs to be a bit more balanced towards the hilt. Okay, there we go, finally. Took me some tries, but I think this blade will do. It looks a bit silly. Let me just try to make it maybe a little bit smaller here. No. Fine. Okay, this will do, but we don't have enough resources, so we need to go out and buy some steel. That should be fine. Let me quickly pay a visit to the ironmonger. As far as I can tell, she is selling steel at the same price as the scrap peddler, so it doesn't matter who we use. So let's take a look. Yeah, 5 coins each, it's fine. Also, she is selling the full circle. I will not buy that one first. Let's buy some steel. Yeah, 20 should be fine. And I think it's time to start selling some stuff. I will sell this one. We have plenty of these. I think I will keep maybe one of each. Yeah. Let's make some money. That will do. Thank you very much. And let's finish up this job. Okay, so we have everything now. It does look a little bit silly, if I'm completely honest, but you know what? Who am I to argue? Maybe we can make the point a little bit longer, so it doesn't look that silly. Okay, now it looks a little bit less silly. Still a bit silly, but not that much. Okay, I think we can call this one done. Let's call this the... Sure, the seesaw, because it's so weirdly balanced. Okay, let's offer it to Iago. Iago takes the new blade. Great. Perfect blade, better than even Otessen could have done. Glad you like it. Good, we have 4 points left. Let's go ahead and break some stuff down. Let me see. Oh, these old tools should give us plenty of steel. 19, very good. Then the horseshoes. I believe this one will give us wood and silver, maybe. Oh, steel and silver. Okay. And we have 1 point. First open the leather bag. That's $60. Could be better, but not too bad still. And then we are running low on wood. Let's break the cartwheel down. +6. That's very, very low. But it will have to do. Okay. So we have more money than we started with, so good enough. Let's go ahead and pay another visit to Lucas. Maybe I will ask him about Casvin first, and then we will go to visit the mod. Obviously, first buy some food. Thank you. And then approach the children selling wooden toys. What is that about? Oh, it's the same children? Yeah, it is, okay. Okay, where is the other girl, the leader? Oh, there you go. Oh, okay, so they needed it to carve stuff. Still a little bit iffy, but a bit more relaxed about it. Okay, let me see. That is a better use of the dagger than I expected from you, brats. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, and we have a wooden figurine. Thank you very much. Oh, for me. And I'm inspired. Okay, now I feel better. Hope this is where it will end. I don't want to see anything bad happen to these guys, obviously. Okay, I think now we are ready for Lucas. Let's see. Okay, first, let's ask him about Casvin. As you explain Casvin's situation, Lucas raises his glass to his lips and takes a thoughtful sip. Okay, he will visit him. He is... well, the tannery owner is a very bad person, basically a loan shark. But he did say that he has some influence with him, so maybe we got lucky. Anyways, you help me, just like that. Yeah. If I help you out here, perhaps you will help me get Cheval. Yeah, obviously I'm already helping, so there we go. Why is a tanner in your debt? I help his daughter, a bright and honest young woman. Okay. How do you know him? Personal matters. Can we go and talk to the mod now? No, that's it. Okay. I bid you farewell for now. I don't remember what he said previously. I guess we'll see. For now, goodbye. Well, it appears we still have some time. Let's go and listen to the traveler's tale. Any idea what happened to Tesson Faber, the old swordsmith? And doesn't really know him. Okay. Your tale strike me as a little fanciful. Yeah, tell me about the Forest of Wax. Okay, any advice to the newcomer to the city? Yeah, I already know that place. Well, your tale strike me as a little fanciful. He realizes that we are not from here, so he's asking what we saw outside. Plagues, famines, barren soil, wild beasts, and the evils of man. Well, I don't think we parted quite amicably, but oh well. Anyways, curfew approaches. I suppose we need to go home. And welcome back. We have 10 points for today, and we are inspired as well. First things first, Clodo. And now we can get back to work. Let's take a look. We can have Landin 5 points, Delilah 4 points, Kalia 4 points, and Wharton 4 points. So we can do 2 jobs today. How are we understanding with the crows? 111. Okay. Let's see. A regular job apparently. 36 extra points, 87 coins. So far so good. What about you? Another regular job, 75 coins. Delilah, 80. And you, 82. Okay, let me see. New steel. Yeah, a regular crow job. Sure, why not? Let's start with Kalia. Needs to be 1.5 hander, so I will make it a little bit longer. So it fits with the handle. So that's fine, and it needs to be stiff. Other than that, it is a pretty normal sword. So let's make it a bit thinner. Not too thin, it needs to be stiff. Maybe, yeah, 75% should do it. Next up, a regular point. In fact, tell you what, let's bring the point all the way down. Looks good to me, still stiff enough. Next up, a bit of extra sharpness. I think we can call this one good now. A little bit more. Sure. But let's make the point nice as well. Okay. So far so good. It's a nice tapering sword. It narrows down towards the end. Basically it's one big point. If we really wanted to, we could turn the tapering down with width and then have a more sudden narrowing towards the point, but you know what, this will do as well. Okay then, the hilt. Needs to stuff from the sword essentials. Can I shrink this one down? This much. Yeah, I think this will do. Next up, a 1.5 hander hilt or grip. So far so good. And now the pommel. Kinda like a two-handed gladius handle with a narrow blade. Interesting, I suppose. Let's just give it a fine wooden handle so it looks a bit nicer, and maybe polish the steel as well. Yeah, sure. I think we can call this one good enough. Let's call this one the Raven. Or a crow, why not? Okay then, next up, the next job. Let's go for money once again, I think. So the 75, 80, 82. Alright, we did get a... No, we didn't get a point purse. Okay, fine. By the way, wooden figurine. A rough-hewn statuette depicting a blacksmith at the forge. Yeah. Thankfully, we cannot break it down, so I will not accidentally destroy it, so that's good news. Okay, so this one. Let's go for 82, 80 or 75. This one will also give us extra silver. But this one will give us extra steel, 16. That will offset the difference between these. Yeah, this breaking down the shackle is a bit of a gamble. So let's go with Delilah. Yeah, okay, decided then. She needs a blade to keep her family safe because her husband is at the tavern, so pretty obvious. Let's go for this one. Okay, so this sword just needs to be mobile. Tell you what, let's create that tapering I talked about for the last sword. So, first, change the width and make it a bit narrower. So something like this. 30% should be fine, but create a tapering from the hilt and bring it all the way to the tip. Something like this. Okay, first create the tapering and then bring the blade in. Should be a bit faster that way. Yeah, I think this blade shape is a little bit more believable. I mean, the other one was fine as well, but this is a bit more traditional, I think. Okay, now an edge. Yeah, that looks good to me. And tell you what, since the blade is more or less okay at this point, let's add a fuller as well. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this blade now. I think this one is good to go, although now we need to balance it. So let's see what we can do about that. It should be relatively easy. Basically the blade is very narrow, not very long, so having some weight at the hilt should be enough to bring the balance down. Okay, it will have to do. Everything is satisfied. We have 2 from the sword essentials. It is, well, long enough. For a one-handed sword, it is a little bit too long, but you know what? The customer is always right. Okay, I think we can call this one done now. What do we call this? Yeah, the stepfather. This should protect the children instead of their actual father. So there we go. Let's offer it to Delilah. Well, we have 2 points left. Let's just break something down. We are really hurting for steel and wood, but mostly for steel. Let's break this one, and that's 19. Very nice. And I think let's just go for, yeah, the tankard. We have plenty of leather, so we are not really in need of that one. That's done. Nice. Well, we made some money. We cannot really do anything else. Oh wait, I should check if Lucas has spoken to the tannery yet. Okay, let's go with that one first. Right, seek out the tannery's owner. Has Lucas spoken to you about Caswin's debt? He scowls as though hoping you would forget to mention Lucas at all. He came by this morning. I don't know why he is calling in that favor of his, of all things. So, are you willing to release Caswin? No. It's asking too much, even for Lucas. Yes, I know. His debt is substantial. Ah, there we go. 300. Okay, I reduced the settlement amount. Instead of the full 2000, I could accept a mere 300 for his immediate release. Something we can afford right now. Let me see. For free. No, I don't think 15% toughness is going to be worth the risk. I don't want to antagonize him right now, so yeah. Let's just pay him 300 and let's see what happens. Okay, let it never be said that I'm not a man of my word. Caswin's indenture is terminated. Effective immediately. Thank you. Please give my regards to Lucas when you see him next. There we go. Okay, let's find Caswin. Well, I have paid off your debt. You are free. Don't worry about the cost, just focus on your freedom. Well, there is a place at my forge if you want it. Well, yeah. I don't want to treat him as a indenture servitude because, I suppose we could tell him that, we paid 2000 and then he would have to pay us back, but no, it's fine. If you want to work for us, you are most welcome. Whatever skills I have are yours. I will see you tomorrow. And no, I will not work. I don't want to be exhausted for tomorrow. Okay, let's go home. As you prepare to open the shop for the day, there's a knock on your door. I wonder who it is. Caswin stands before you, a broad smile on his face. Hello, Smith. I'm here for the assistant job, if you still want me, obviously. I didn't go through all the trouble just to, yeah. No need to be so nervous. show me how you will get the fires burning. Ooh, nice. Thank you. We don't have to go to the tanner to buy leather. We can talk to the huntress apparently. Her rates are cheaper and I can tan the hides she sells. Cool. Okay, you can usually find her drinking at the den in the evenings. Nice. That sounds worthwhile. I will pay her a visit. And we have recruited Keswin. Great. Okay, first things first. As usual, take care of Clodo. And now we can get to work. So what can you do? Keswin is usually a flurry of activity, sweeping, shoveling charcoal, pumping the bellows. For once though, you catch him in a moment of respite. Thanks again for pulling me out of the tannery. Obviously, I have a question about Eren Keep. Are people really loyal to the Masked King? And tell me about the Houndsburg League. Also, what do you know about the Marshal? Right. Okay then, so we have 8 points for today. Let's take a look at the jobs. We can do either do Harvo, Nimble Grip, right, the entertainer, or we can do Tom and Mina. Let's take a look. Mina. Yeah, another one of these very energetic women. What about Tom? Oh, right, the nobleman. So, one mystery reward and... ooh. 3 gold is actually not too bad. But she's asking for walnut brown. I don't suppose any of these guys will sell us walnut brown pigment. Okay, for 50 I will buy this leather bag, but no pigment. That's a shame. What about the ironmonger? No. No such luck. Well, we did pay 50 for this one, so let's take a look. It was 73. Okay, it paid off. That's good. Unfortunately, we don't have the walnut brown pigment, so we cannot... okay, technically speaking, I think we can do the job, but they would not be completely satisfied. What about Tom? Requires black pigment. Even worse. What about Harbo? Leather, walnut brown once again. Well, tell you what. Let's do Harbo, but it will not be correctly colored. Unless 98, 68. Okay, right. Let's go ahead and try to do Harbo's sword. Yeah, I think a very narrow point blade might be ideal for this. Okay then, well, everything appears to be okay now. Next up, the handle. Let's just double check. Oh, never mind. Walnut brown is the pigment, and we have black as well. Okay, I completely forgot. We have the black and the walnut brown already. Okay, fine. It will do. I could have done the other two jobs, but oh well, it's too late now. Well, let's take a look. So, we don't need anything specific other than the walnut brown leather. That's it. In that case, let's just have the Stealth Sword crossguard. Yeah, I guess this will be okay. Next up, the handle. Needs to be just one-handed. Also, we lost a point. Right. We needed a regular point. Right, this will do. So, let's get back to work. We need a single-handed handle. Let's go with diamond and mild taper. Sure. So far, so good. Let me see. Let's go ahead and obviously color it a walnut brown leather. Almost there. Yeah, 2 points. That will do. Right. Oh, and he's asking for 5 unique engravings. Well, I mean, we don't really have a lot of choices. Let's just have a circle here, then a smaller circle that's... yeah, that's not unique, okay. Fine, but the smaller circle should be another unique piece. Right, and what can we do for the rest of it? Maybe just a point here, or maybe in the middle of it. Like that. Sure, it's not very interesting engraving, but this will do. Yeah, everything appears to be satisfied. I wish the pommel was made out of metal, but oh well. It will have to do. Let's call this one the Jester. Sure. Yeah, appears to be exactly what he needed. Very good. Try not to use any more body parts, right? Where do you perform? Yeah, where do you perform? You can catch me in Citadel Square most nights. Okay. With this blade, I will work my way up. One day I want to perform at the arena between bouts. That's where the money is. Ooh, indigo, nice. And we are level 9. Let's take a look what we can unlock. So, we can have salvaging mastery. Plus 15% yield from salvaging. Polishing, ooh, that is very likely going to be our next one. Engraving materials, right, we can change the inlays for the engravings. Not that interested, so it can wait. And side pullers. Would be nice, but I think polishing is going to be a bit more up my alley, so unlock that one next. There we go. Right, okay. Well, we have 1 point left. Let's take a look. No, just break down the drum. We need a bit more wood. 9 wood and 5 leather. That's fine. We have no more points left. I did take care of Clodo. Yes, I did. And let me just quickly pay a visit to the scrap peddler. I don't remember. I think we visited him tonight, right? I would feel better if we had a bit more gold, but it is very, very pricey. Yeah, just buy some extra steel, just in case. There. Okay, now... okay, I think I will say goodbye now, and we will visit the town in the next episode. Right, for now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.